It's raining outside, so this is a perfect time to record about my Boston ferns that are hanging under the patio. They're so lovely. I really like them. So there's one right there. It's kind of dark under here, and there's the other one. And I love the fabric blowing in the wind, in the rain. I can get all sorts of composure shots of these ferns. I love watching them twirl also. Sometimes they get to really twirling. I just have them on a chain. And when you're just sitting out here relaxing and they're gently moving, it's so fun to watch. Of course, Boston ferns like shade, so they do really well under here because they get the light from out there, but yet they're still protected here. Do have to water them though, because they don't get rained on. Now they're called Boston ferns or sword fern, and they are in the Nephrolepidaceae family, or the fern family. And their scientific name is Nephrolepis. Nephrolepis. Exaltata. So I'm going to try that again. Then these are on the website that's linked in the video. The spelling and how you pronounce it are on the website pages if you ever want to know. I'm going to try it again. Nephrolepis exaltata. So the Boston fern was discovered in a shipment from a Philadelphia grower to a Boston distributor. The name Nephrolepis is from the Greek words nephros, meaning kidney, and lepis, meaning scale. And I went, huh? Kidney scale? Does any of this look like a kidney scale to you? And the name exaltata means very tall or lofty. Lofty, I could go with that. I like how it blows in the wind too. There are about 30 species of Nephrolepis in the fern family, and Nephrolepis is the only genus in that family. The Polypodiaceae family is also a fern family with most species. And I may not have said that right. I didn't look up the spelling. The Davallia family is another fern family with about 40 species. And I do have some ferns in the ground, and I'm anxious to study about them. I bet you they're in one of the other families. I always think it's so fun to say, ferns have fronds. A frond is a large divided leaf, and some botanists restrict the use of the word to ferns only. That's interesting, although it can apply to palms as well. You must admit, the leaves on a fern are very unique, but their shape is called a frond. Fern fronds. That's just so fun to say. Now there are no flowers on a fern. Let's see how close I can get. This is a banana plant next to it. Get a different view. Well, there's one of a nice frond. The leaves emerge from the soil and not on a stem. Well, that's interesting. So the leaves come straight out of the soil. The leaves are serrated and undulate, which means they go in an up and down motion in a wavy pattern. They undulate. Interesting. Here I am filming this, and the baby bird is just very trusting of me. I don't like that they get in here, but I tolerate them. Isn't it adorable? The fern keeps moving on me. I can't get a good picture. Maybe I should leave it alone. I was going to dig in here to see how the leaves came straight out of the soil, and then I was like, oh wait, there is a baby bird in here. It's looking at us. So this plant, as I said, loves indirect sunlight, which it gets here. So that's why it's great for porches and patios. Boston ferns can be grown indoors, but every time I take mine indoors from the patio for the winter, it begins shedding. And it's just, the funny thing is we finally named it after all these years, and we call it fern poop. I hate fern poop. And so I gave up trying to take mine in and keep them all winter long, because as soon as I changed the environment and the sunlight, we'd get fern poop all winter long. It would just drop down to the ground, and I got tired of picking it up, and then the plant barely survived, if at all. A lot of it died. I hate fern poop. So ferns, Boston ferns anyway, also do appreciate humidity, which we keep low in the house. So that's probably why they thrive better outdoors in this humidity heat. My friend coined that word for me now, and I use it all the time. Missouri has bad humidity, and the feels like temperatures are always so hot. It's called humidity heat. So just the other day, I think it was 95 outside, and with the humidity it felt like it was, I think it was 109. It was horrible out here. But ferns love that. So when I take it inside and I have low humidity inside, they don't like that, and that's why I believe they give me lots of fern poop. Fern poop is just really shedding of fronds. The terminology cracks me up. Shedding of fronds is fern poop. They shed the fronds when it doesn't stay wet enough. I'm thinking too that ferns, the best place for them indoors might be the bathroom. I also read a suggestion, if you're going to keep them inside, to set them in a vase of wet pebbles and mist them often. But I really don't want to work that hard to keep my ferns inside, and they're not all that expensive, and I just buy 2 new ones every year. Now the plant can be cut back to about 2 inches, and it will regrow. So I think a lot of people, when they take them indoors, they will cut them all the way back to 2 inches and then let them regrow as they adjust to the new indoor climate. I do like my ferns a lot. They make me happy on the patio.